This video is to clear to you guys in an understandable manner where everybody have to not get to know this. I beg, with due respect, I would like make una share this video. I want make this video go far so that people go know the reality, what they don't know before. Share this video, very much important. Help a brother. Now listen attentively. Yesterday I dropped a video telling you guys that if you have EU lungo periodo, which is Ex Carta Soggiorno illimitata, most of you call it 00, through the process of asilo politico or that of the solidary protection, this document, you cannot use it to go back to your country direct, because they still consider you that going back to your country, you face a risk. Meaning that the law won't follow asilo politico and solidary protection, they still attach and give you with that EU lungo periodo. That is why if you take the plastic, if you get them with you now, so check the plastic, is still written international protection. I made that video yesterday just urgent way. I just did art when I closed for church. Now see that I just tried to make the video. Even that yesterday, the reason why I made that video was because somebody complained, say if they come back from Nigeria, as he reached for the city of Venice, they come home and say yes, he don't go use international protection, go back to your country direct, and then come still use and take come back before they come test the questura, say you need to go meet them for questura. Now, listen, research have already also testified that if you have this EU lungo periodo through asilo politico or solidary protection, you no go use and go back to your country direct. Now listen to where it is being stated. What if I hold international protection and travel back home? Now listen, he said, if you are a refugee or you hold solidary protection, you will not lose your international protection status. He said, when you obtain the EU long-term permit, he said, indeed, the plastic permit will indicate annotation protezione internazionale riconosciuta dall'Italia, meaning that yes, they recognize you still under asilo politico and that of the solidary protection. So that is the meaning of that international protection written under your EU lungo periodo. So you still be like person when get asilo politico and that of the solidary protection. This means that the same prerogative of international protection holders still apply for you. He said at the same time, it also means that if you travel back to your home country, you may risk losing your status of international protection. That is when CDNA will now come into your case, like I explained yesterday. Now let's go a little bit forward before I go try to summarize give una. He said, according to Italian law, if you lose your solidary protection or refugee status as a result of travel to your home country while holding the EU long-term permit, the annotation protezione internazionale on your long-term permit will be deleted. He said, it's a good idea to speak with a legal expert who can advise on your case to understand the possible consequences of losing international protection before deciding to travel back to your country. You now understand everything here. It is very perfectly clear. Now, I'll try to give you the right when I get with this kind of permit. But let me explain first. Now, like I stated yesterday, those of now when get EU long-term permit already through asilo politico or through solidary protection, this kind of permit, you not go fit use and go back to your country direct, even when it be EU lungo periodo, because they still indicate, just like everything when I explain here already. Now only those people when get 2 years document like protezione speciale, you convert them to motive of work before you can apply for Ex Carta Soggiorno, which is this EU lungo periodo. They don't indicate that international protection under, because the first place they never consider you as a refugee status or that of the solidary protection. So this is a clarity to people out there. Many people, they lose their documents every time. If you go update, they go hold you down. Now they catch one of our person, yes, use and take go house. At the end of the day, need to go answer query for questura. If care is not taken, they will now revoke that particular document. So I beg, with due respect, make una share this video so that people will get to know all these things. Now listen to the rights which you have with this EU Lungo period. He said, what are my rights as a holder of EU long-term permit? He said, if you get EU long-term permit, you have the rights to work in Italy, study in Italy, receive healthcare in Italy. He said, social welfare, you have access to more social bonuses than with a work permit, for example. He said, participate in some forms of Italian public life, like referendum, trying to vote, all those kind of stuff. Then do not be expelled from Italy unless for serious reason of national security. Travel outside Italy, work or study in other European countries. Many rights you get with this kind of permit. So this video is to give out clarity based on research and then based on evidence when person give yesterday. Now make I bring this topic come out. What you do for me now just to share, people go know how it be. Respect to all the fans of Prince TV out there.